In 1929, Newport Beach was a sleepy town on the California coast without a high school. That year, the census recorded 2,000 residents, yet on weekends and holidays, the population swelled with visitors from Los Angeles who rode the red car down to Balboa. To receive a high school education, locals had to travel to Santa Ana, mainly using dirt roads. The residents of Newport Beach and Costa Mesa knew that to help their community grow, they needed their own high school. And after a petition, a state bill, and a local election, the Newport Harbor Union High School District became official in September of 1929. The new school district bought 20 acres of barley, lima bean, and sweet potato fields for $15,000. And ground was broken on June 20th, 1930, in a ceremony where local Boy Scouts raised the high school's first flag. Sidney Harold Davidson was hired to serve as principal and selected the first faculty of 12 members. On September 22, 1930, 178 students walked through the front doors on the first day of school. Even though construction was not finished, the business of learning was well underway. While the first graduating class in 1932 only had 54 students, those who built the school had big dreams. They wanted Newport Harbor High School to stand as their vision of what the Newport Mesa area could become, a place of growth, creativity, and service on a global scale. In the 85 years since Newport Harbor opened its doors, the school has surpassed the dreams of its founders. Over the years, the campus has grown into a place of excellence in academics.
I've been told this by several people, that Newport Harbor High School was probably one of the best, if not the best high school in California.
In a tradition of championship athletics, in local, professional, and international competition, in an enduring rivalry.
What rivalry? CDM and Newport, right? It's basically the same place. It's like our heart split in two.
The rivalry was so much greater than any other school we played. They hit harder. They wanted to win more. There was more at stake.
The Bay is definitely a big rivalry now.
And in a long-standing appreciation of the visual and performing arts.
And all the artwork that's in it, and the murals they put onto it, and the stained glass are redoing it.
Irene Worth was a graduate of Harbor High. And certainly she's really one of the major American actors.
The arts are timeless, just as a piece of music, a great piece of music, I mean, will stand that test of time.
All inspired by dedicated faculty members.
Fabian Giroux, who was my art history teacher, really just sort of opened up the world of art to me.
So Mr. Oliver, the way he taught was so encouraging about what you can do after high school.
People like Mr. Wentz, those people changed my life by pushing me in areas that they saw a spark.
Mr. Sims, and he was my English teacher. He encouraged me and enabled me to be a better writer.
Newport Harbor High School has become the heart of our community.
Friends would come to visit over the summer or during break, and we'd walk around town. I go, oh, this is my high school. They were blown away of how physically beautiful and aesthetically pleasing the campus is.
I would drive by it for 2 years and look at the big kids at the school and the big tower and the big white castle.
It was so unique for a high school. I thought I was stepping into the ivy-covered halls of learning.
My very best friends that I still hold dear are still my high school friends.
The fact that I came from a community where most of the people that are my best friends are people I grew up with and went to Newport Harbor High School.
So that when adversity strikes, we all pull together.
Of course, it's iconic. You could see it from anywhere, and if you're a boater, which I was for 30 years, you'd go out there, and that was your light.
The entire community rose up and said, if you take it down, you better put it back.
The tower has always been a significant thing, and I'm glad they resurrected it.
This school is where we learn how to understand the larger world.
Newport was a small place and very isolated. The world was a daily pilot.
People that came as visitors. Hakeem Jamal, he was Malcolm X's cousin. James Roosevelt come into my class. Curtis LeMay, head of World War II planned the atomic bomb.
First, one of the heavier days I think I ever showed up to school was 9/11.
A lot of, we were just out there trying to learn about life. We did have a war raging at the time.
I remember coming home from school senior year when the Challenger went down, which was that was an enormous moment because of the teacher being on board.
What I remember is the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Because the school is more than just brick and mortar. It is its people who go on to serve our country and give back to their communities. And where we learn to have fun.
There was Merle's Drive-In, and that's where everybody went in their cars, and you would kind of like cruise around Merle's.
I played at the Tars and Stars Extravaganza.
Said, hey, let's get some water balloons. Let's liven up this crowd at lunch.
Our square that we were all involved in, it was the perfect arena for a food fight, perfect. And people couldn't escape it because you were trapped.
One of the things we did was really fun was they had this donkey basketball where everybody rode a donkey in a basketball game, faculty versus students. And the donkeys would stop and poop.
The story of Newport Harbor High School is our story. And when we tell the history of the school, we tell the history of an entire community and each one of us that is a part of it.
I look at the history of this campus and how fortunate we are that both Fabian Giroux and Webb Jones and others who have come after them have sought to keep and preserve the physical history of the campus.
Just walking through Heritage Hall, you can see the value in it. It's a place where you walk in there and you say, wow, there's been a lot of amazing people that have come through here. And they're walking in the same footprints as those people that walk through here, and they realize it's not that far out of reach. It's following that dream.
In order to preserve our past and enrich the future, the Alumni Association is working to record the full story of Newport Harbor High School. We want to make sure our school's history remains protected for years to come. And we want to engage in programs to benefit the school today, to inspire the next generation of sailors by sharing the story of Newport Harbor High School in a full-length documentary. So now we need your help. We need your stories, your memorabilia, and your support. Because if we deepen our understanding of the past, we can help build a brighter future together.
What I think they can learn from the history and from the Hall of Fame members is that, the Hall of Fame members, they were high school students too, and they were inducted into the Hall of Fame for their success and for their greatness, and that just demonstrates to us current students that we can achieve greatness too.